Alright guys, it is a new dawn, it's a new day, and it is time to start a new journey within MotoGP 2020. Is it even called 2020? I think it's just called MotoGP 20. It's the 2020 edition of the game. You guys know I am a huge fanboy of the Milestone games, and they have just released MotoGP 20, and I figured why not hop in, check it out, maybe start a career mode here on the channel and have some fun with this game. I've never played a MotoGP game before, so it's gonna be a learning process. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. We're not gonna be starting on the hardest difficulty in the game, that's for sure. But I figured here today I would just kind of showcase what the game has to offer, give you guys my initial impressions. I've played it for about 18 minutes, alright? I don't have much playtime in the game, but I will showcase the customization. We will hop in and do some racing, and it's gonna be a fun video. If you guys are interested in MotoGP and you do want to see more of this content on the channel, make sure to smash that thumbs up button for me, guys, and go down there, click that subscribe button, join the Goon Army, turn on the post notifications. It would be much appreciated. And with all that being said, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so I do want to try and keep this short and sweet. I don't want to bore you guys just with me going through the menus. So to start things off, we have the quick modes. Of course, from there, you can load into a Grand Prix or start a new Grand Prix. It is pretty cool that they give you the option to resume a race if you already have one going. If something happens and you have to leave midway through a race, that race just isn't down the drain, you can come back in and resume. They do that in Supercross 3, the Moto games, so that is a pretty cool feature to have. We then have a time trial where you can load in and attack the track. Obviously, it's a time attack. It's a time trial. You are trying to hit the fastest lap possible. Of course, within here, we do have all of the leaderboards and everything, and I don't even want to look at this right now because my lap times, these guys are hitting a minute 20 for a lap time. I'm probably up in like a minute 45, minute 50 for a lap time. I am slow. But of course, you can cycle through all of the classes within the leaderboards. We have the MotoGP class, we have the Moto 2 class, we have the Moto 3 class, the 4-stroke MotoGP class, and then to end it off, the 500cc 2-stroke class, which I kind of want to check that one out. I probably won't be able to handle the speed at all, but I think that would be fun. Then of course, you can choose your rider, your track, you can set up the difficulty and everything, and you can go ahead and attack the track in a time trial mode. So that is pretty cool. Time trial modes are always really fun. And then within here, you can start your championship. So you can have a career going, which we're going to take a look at in a moment, and you can also have a championship going at the same time. Now, if it's anything like the Supercross games, you can actually go ahead and customize the calendar. Yeah, so you can go ahead and remove tracks. You can make it into a custom championship. You don't have to do all 20 rounds. You don't have to do every single race. So that is pretty cool and a pretty neat feature to have, because you can be doing 2 championships simultaneously within the game. And that's pretty cool. The first round is at Qatar, just like the MXGPs. So the little things you start to notice. Round 1 for the MXGP season is usually at Qatar, and here for MotoGP they do the same thing. I wonder if they're in and around the same time. That'd be a lit weekend in Qatar. I know it's usually like insanely hot there, so they race at night. They actually race at night. It's completely different vibes, not those daytime races. It is a night race, which is crazy. Now, of course, moving on from there, we have the new career. I don't really want to get too far into this, but I will just show you guys this screen here. So welcome to the new MotoGP 20 managerial career. Step in the shoes of a professional rider and begin your journey towards the World Championship title. Get ready to confront the MotoGP heroes and to deal with all the aspects of the life of a real racer. You get to select your debut class by starting straight from MotoGP, or you can climb your way up from Moto 2 or from Moto 3 and work your way through those ranks. You'll have the help of a personal manager. You will find contracts with the official teams or with new teams that will be set up as the seasons go by, so you can sign on to teams, bring in different contracts, and it seems like it's going to be awesome. You can actually contact a team that you are interested in joining. You can then receive a contract proposal from them and get signed up. You can take your testing to the track during the MotoGP winter tests and help your team address bike development issues. So it does seem like there is some testing and stuff that you can do within the career mode. You can actually manage your technical staff and hire a chief engineer and a data analyst who can actually help you collect data on the bike. So it's not just you working towards improving that bike. So there's a lot going on here. Even the final thing on this list, contact the parent company and ask for support to improve your bike by accessing the new development tree system. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what a lot of this means, but I'm just going with the flow at this point. The career mode seems pretty in depth. That's just a little bit of a teaser, and I think I am going to kick off a career mode for MotoGP 20 pretty soon here on the channel. Then of course we have multiplayer, which hopefully it's nothing like Supercross 3 multiplayer where people just send you off the track. I'm assuming people race a little bit cleaner within the MotoGP side of things because man, in the Supercross multiplayer lobbies you just get sent to the moon. You can join lobbies, you can create a public match, you can create a private match, and you can also use the race director feature, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty unique feature, especially for people like me. If you want to host races, it is definitely a handy feature to have. Moving on from there, we have all of the customization. I'm not going to show you guys everything, but you can customize your rider, your helmet, your numbers, your stickers. I think that's crazy. I think it's insane that you can actually customize stickers on your bikes. You can customize stickers on your riders. You can customize your own team, your helmet. You can literally customize like everything within this game. So this is just a quick look at kind of your rider and bike customization, or I guess this is actually just rider customization. So you can go through, you can change everything from your helmet to, like I was talking about, the stickers on your rider, gloves, knee sliders, boots, your suit, your riding style, which is actually pretty cool. You can change literally how your rider rides. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right? And then this is one thing that I do want to showcase. You can actually search for online content and you can find online helmets that people have created. So you can come in, download these helmets. Like if you want to just run a black shoey helmet, there you go, you got one right here. You can go ahead, download that, and I believe just like that, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and we got that helmet selected. So obviously the customization is pretty in-depth. I feel like I should do a video kind of showcasing all of the customization just because there's so much going on here. Obviously I do want to save this stuff just in case I do actually do a video on the customization. I don't want to skip through all of these, but you guys get the idea. You can customize your helmets, stickers, your bike stickers. There's a lot going on within the customization for this game. Now moving on from there, we have the historic mode. Now there's the historic MotoGP 20 mode, and then we also have within the DLC this right here, MotoGP 20 historical pack. So I'm not sure if this is actually part of this historic mode. I think it is. I think it isn't. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going with the flow, but it looks like you can actually choose your favorite rider and tackle the new challenges offered every day. So there's daily challenges, it seems like. The more difficult that the challenges that you do actually are, the greater the rewards that you are going to get. The rewards are always changing, so you want to do your best to unlock the riders in the most iconic teams of MotoGP history. Put your skills to the test, guys, and I guess it's like a challenge mode, so that is actually pretty cool. Now this DLC pack, I believe it was like $5.99, $5, $6 or something like that, and basically it gives you 4 of the most iconic riders of MotoGP history and their bikes. So you can hop in, you can play as Kevin Schwantz of 1995. I am not even gonna try and say that first name. Abe of 1997, Marco Melandri of 2004, and Colin Edwards of 2007. I don't know who any of those guys are, but it is time to learn. MotoGP's been kind of a sport that I've always had an interest in, but it's never been something that I've taken the time to actually get into. I've never played the games before. I've actually been to one event in real life. It was just coincidence, but I've never played the games. I really don't keep up on it, so it's time to break into a whole new world. Now I am going to load in to a single event here, but just to showcase kind of what you would go through setting up a single event. So of course you can choose your rider. This is where you can choose the class and everything. I'm just going to go with MotoGP because I'm going to get sketchy either way. We will go with the GoPro Ducati team just because that's what I'm already on, and then you can go ahead and choose a track. So this track as well as this one from Great Britain, these are the DLC tracks within the historic pack. So this one's actually the 2015 Great Britain layout, and then this one here is from 2013. And then here are all of the official tracks and all of the official layouts. So there are 20 of them, I believe, and yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm not going to showcase obviously all of them in today's video. I need an easy track though. What do you guys think is like the easiest track for me to make it around on? Because I am going to get sketchy. The goon moments are going to take over. I need just like a NASCAR track, you feel me? Where I just turn left. That's it. That's all I need. Just turn left and keep going. But it looks like all the tracks are pretty wild. It's MotoGP. We're talking the best of the best. We're not gonna be out here on some easy peasy tracks, am I right? Let's just go to Thailand Chang International Circuit or Thailand Grand Prix. Let's load into this. Change up the race options. You guys can take a look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed on hard, so I feel like I should go down to like maybe like medium. Like I am not good at this game, so maybe drop it down to like medium. And I do think the Supercross games, they need a difficulty setting like this, because look at this, it goes all the way up to, if we just keep going hard, realistic, you can go over 100% and be on extreme. So I think the Supercross games, I mean, being also developed by Milestone, we need that in them. I'm just gonna do 3 laps for the purpose of the video. I will keep it on medium 40% difficulty. I'm gonna get destroyed, and it's a learning process. I'm only gonna get better from here. We'll have the bike damage on, manual start management. Sure, I'm not even sure what that is. And the penalty system will be put on strict. Now for the riding aids, I could make this a little bit easier on myself, but we are going to be on the pro simulation level. Off-track help is going to be off. Trajectory aids, this is one that I kind of want to turn on, so we will see how this single event goes and go from there. But for the career, like I don't really want to have this trajectory aid line on, but I feel like it might help and I might need it to get better at the game. Transmission on manual, rewind off, and electronics on real. So those are the settings, and then you can go ahead and click start weekend and you load in. Actually, you don't load in yet. You get to choose what sessions you actually want to take part in. So you can do free practice 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You can do qualifying, you can do warm up, and you can do the race. So you can come in and literally customize the event, customize the single event that you want to take part in. You don't have to do the free practices, you can just do qualifying. Say you don't want to do qualifying, you can just do a free practice in the race. Say you just want to do a warm-up in the race, you can do that. And say you just want to do the race, you can do that too. So then we just go ahead and click on start weekend, and then from there it's a waiting game. We're gonna load in and it is time to get sketchy. We got 16km/h winds. It's a clear day, 30 degrees Celsius. The track is 44 degrees Celsius. Does that mean we're going to be getting a ton of grip? I feel like there's a lot that goes into this game, and my settings, other than the difficulty, are pretty advanced, and maybe I'm trying to bite off more than I can chew here today. It obviously is going to be a big learning curve, so I'm not even expecting to win here on medium. Like, I'm going to crash left, right, and center, and I guarantee that. That's why I think having the trajectory aid line on might actually be pretty handy, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. I think there is one way to get better at the game, and that is by challenging yourself. Am I right? I'm never gonna get, oh my goodness, I'm never gonna get better if I play on the easiest settings from the get-go. So these are kind of the settings that I do want to get good at. I mean, like joint breaks off on the pro physics and everything, so might as well start learning. Oh man, start learning from the get-go. Turn, man, turn. Oh, this is, I ran him over. I ran that guy over. I think so far my biggest issue is stopping for the corners. Yeah, I really struggle with stopping for the corners, and that. I'm so used to these Supercross games being dual stick control whenever I hit the right stick, it does that. I wonder if I can actually change it. But yeah, I can't turn, and I stop way too late for corners, and this stuff ends up happening, man. I think the game really is all about throttle control, hitting your lines and riding really a smooth race. If you can flow around the track, just like in Supercross, flow around the track and find the fast lines, you will be flying, but I can barely even find a flow. I think it's just gonna take time. Obviously, I have less than an hour of playtime in any MotoGP games, so it's a learning process, and this is just the beginning. I think it's gonna be fun though. The bikes sound unreal. Oh no. I'm gonna have to get used to that. I'm gonna have to look up some MXGP tips and tricks to figure out how to actually stop. Because playing on the settings that I'm on, joint brakes are off, so you do have to use front and back brake, and I don't know the strategy to stop for the corners. Maybe I'm just coming in way too hot and trying to stop way too late. And I think, like I was saying, that's probably where the trajectory aid line comes into play, and it would probably be pretty handy for a newbie like myself. I am so far behind right now, and it's on like medium difficulty. I love it. See if I can actually make this corner. If I slow down early, I can make the corners pretty easily. And throttle control is definitely key when you're in the corners. That was a terrible example, but if you're in the corner and you get on the gas, roll the throttle on, it wants to drive you around the corner. If you're just trying to turn while coasting, it doesn't actually work that good. You want the power to help steer you through that corner. Oh no. Off track, left, right, and center. At least I'm doing better than that first lap. Am I right? I think I was just a little too excited. And yeah, I sent it off track multiple times. Slow and steady wins the race. Maybe not in this case because I am really far behind, but it's a learning process. This is only the beginning, like I said. It's gonna be, I think, a long journey to actually get somewhat good at the game. But I'll have to play a ton off camera and just put in the hours, put in the work, and try to improve. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing head start challenges here in MotoGP. You never know. If I set my mind to it, maybe I'll be racing like one of the pros. So just to showcase it, this is what the first person view does look like. Maybe I'm a first person shredder. Maybe this is gonna be my style. Oh man, it's kind of hard to actually tell how you're turning, but the first person view does seem pretty cool. Seems like it is pretty smooth. You can actually tell where the bike is headed, and I like that. You got this view as well, so I don't know which one you would actually consider the official first person view, but there's those two views. We then have this one, which I'm assuming is in the helmet of the rider, and then back to third person, and there are kind of these standard two third person views. So this one that's a little closer, holy man, almost went down, and then this one that's actually a little further back from the rider, which I prefer this view. So I think that is pretty much it. Ending it with another goon moment. I had that front brake locked up coming into that corner, and I just lost it. Lost that front end, hit the ground, and we are ending it with that. Coming across the finish line in dead last. Look at how mad my guy is, man. I don't think you can be mad. I'm a goon. So the man Mark coming in with a 134.9 for that fast lap, just to put it into perspective for you guys. And maybe I can actually come back and take a look at this video and kind of see how far I've come within this game in the future. But 134 was his lap time. Mine was a 140. Obviously, I didn't hit any like perfect laps by any means. And that fast lap is probably from the end of the video when I was just trying not to crash and just trying to actually brake early for my corners and find a flow around the track. One guy, I beat one guy. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be a learning curve. I was 48 seconds behind. That is crazy. Obviously, I wasn't trying the whole entire moto. I did want to showcase the different views and everything for you guys. And that first lap was just chaos and carnage. But that has been a look at MotoGP 20 for my first impressions, my initial impressions, my first look, a new beginning of what I think might be a fun journey here on the channel. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more MotoGP gameplay, let me know in the comments below. Show your support, guys. Join the Goon Army, and I will catch you in another video. Peace out.